Welcome to Great Neighborhood Cooks. I'm your host, Rob Kircher. Each week I'm going to be knocking on the doors of amazing cooks who live down the street or around the corner. Who knows, maybe from your own neighborhood. For the most part, they're unsung cooks known mainly to their family and friends. Or they might be cooks from that great little hideaway restaurant that we love to discover. Either way, their relative obscurity is about to change as I bring them into the spotlight. So who will be the next discovered great neighborhood cook? Well, stay tuned to find out. So who will be the next discovered great neighborhood cook? Well, I'm here in Naples, Florida, and we're about to meet an amazing woman who not only is a wine expert, a ballroom dancer, an interior designer, among many other things, but she's also an amazing, what I would call, international cook. So we're going to go in and we're going to meet Sandi, and joining me is my good friend, Chef. I love this woman. This is Ruth Manchester. So she is going to be working with Sandi as a sous chef, right?
That's right.
Okay, let's go in and meet Sandi. Come on. I love it. There she is.
Hi.
Hi, Sandi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Sandi, how are you?
I love your door knocker.
So those I found in the bottom of a store in a basement in Florence, Italy.
In the basement of a home?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and I brought them back. I carried them back on the airplane.
Well, thank you so much for coming to your lovely home.
Oh, you're welcome.
I want to talk about your wine expertise, and I know you got a wine cellar. Can we see that?
Sure.
All right, let's go.
Sure.
Well, Sandi, thank you so much for bringing us into your lovely home here. It's fantastic.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are we going to see the wine cellar now?
Yes.
Good. And here it is.
So here it is, and
This is extraordinary, by the way. Can you tell us a little bit about this door?
Yeah, so and a local artist did this, and he did a beautiful job with the ironwork, and he was very conscientious about being sure that you could open it to clean the glass, and but I wanted a lock on my wine cellar, and he didn't think it was very aesthetically pleasing. So he did a nice little grape leaf to cover it up. Come on in.
Wow, this is amazing. So Sandi, I don't know, you must have hundreds of bottles in here, right?
Actually, thousands. I have a couple thousand
Wow.
here.
Wow, and let me ask you a question. Do you know each one of them? I mean, are you familiar with every bottle you have?
I pretty much know every bottle that's in the cellar.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing they come from all over the world, right?
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, how do you have them arranged? I mean, you got, they go way up. So what's the arrangement? What's the significance of the arrangement, I guess?
Well, some of them are on display, and we certainly would not drink them every day. And then down here where it's easy access, these are wines that we would, just pull to have with dinner.
So sort of like the I guess top shelf and lower shelf, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. The rule is if my husband has to get a ladder, he's not allowed to drink it.
I love that. And what temperature do you keep this room in?
56 degrees.
56 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the suggested temperature to...
Absolutely, and humidity controlled as well.
So you age as well as just drink the wine that's in here, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That might be a good idea to spend some time in here. That'll help the aging process.
Yes, we might age
You
better.
took the words out of my mouth. And now down here, it keeps going. I know that. But,
it does. So I designed this space that underneath the stair to accommodate a wine cellar, and I have the glass front so you can see it.
I love this.
But no sunlight ever hits directly into here.
What would you guess the total number of bottles of wine that you have? What would you guess that would be?
We probably have around 5,000 or 6,000 bottles of wine.
Wow.
Sandi, what's the most extravagant wine you have here?
Probably the magnums of Petrus that I have.
Ooh, yummy. How often do you get to drink those?
I haven't.
Now's a good time,
Now's a
Rob.
good time.
Okay, Sandy, you belong to a very exclusive boys club dominated by men. How did that happen and what's it called?
Well, it's called the Commanderie de Bordeaux, and it's a wine club that they focus on the wines from Bordeaux. And for many, many years, it was only men that were members. And I was one of the very first women that they accepted into the organization. And now I think there's 4 women, and but it's a lot of fun.
I bet. And what's the criterion for asking to belong to it?
So a knowledge of wines from Bordeaux, as well as a nice cellar with wines from Bordeaux.
Which you have a lot of both.
Yes.
A lot of knowledge and a lot of wine. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we're now in Sandy's amazing kitchen, and Ruth and Sandy are going to be preparing an extraordinary dish, actually 2 of them for you. And Ruth is going to be your sous chef today, right?
Yes.
Wonderful.
I'm looking forward to that.
So I'm going to get out of the way and let you ladies do your thing. So you can start here and just tell our audience what you got going on here.
All right.
All right.
So for the appetizer, I've chosen a shrimp scampi dish. And in both of the dishes that I'm doing today are ones that you can prepare ahead of time, and either the day of or the night before, and put in your refrigerator. And so if you're coming home from work, you can just pop them in the oven, or if you're entertaining, you're not having to be actually in the kitchen cooking.
And both of these recipes were given to you by friends, correct?
Yes, yes. So the shrimp dish is a friend of mine, and she always serves this as an appetizer because it's easy and people love it. And the other dish that I'm cooking for the main course came from another friend that lives in Aix-en-Provence in the south of France. So, all right, so we're going to turn the fire on, and we put in 1 stick of butter and melt it.
So while that's melting, what do you do next, Sandy?
Well, we can start by placing the shrimp in the dish. So I just kind of do it like this, Ruth, if you want to.
Sure.
Hopefully you can.
Sure.
I put the heads together and they seem to wrap nicely.
Yin and yang.
Yes. Yep.
Wonderful.
There we go. Just perfect.
You must have planned ahead of time to be able to do that.
Well, it's 2 pounds of shrimp.
That's 2 pounds of shrimp.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Sandy, tell us what you're doing.
All right. So the butter is melted, and we're going to put in approximately 2 tablespoons of fresh minced garlic, and half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, crushed red pepper flakes, about a half a teaspoon of freshly ground pepper, a couple tablespoons of olive oil, and a couple teaspoons of fresh chopped rosemary.
Okay. So.
All right, so then basically all we've done is that, and we're gonna just drizzle it over there, over the shrimp.
Wow. Look at that.
Do you use any salt and pepper?
Well, I put salt and
Did you?
pepper.
Okay.
Oops, I forgot the salt. There it is. Let me get over there. So we're gonna put it on top, and then I also put a little more pepper on top.
Is that a kosher salt? I'm just curious.
This is a salt from Italy. It's called Cervia. It's from Cervia in Italy, and it's
Never heard of that.
it's a salt I discovered about 10 years ago, and I like it because it's a sweet salt. It doesn't have a bitterness at the end. When you taste salt, that aftertaste, it
Yeah.
can be a little bitter, and this one doesn't.
Oh, wow.
All right, and then we're gonna take one of these lemons, and I'll let Ruth do that.
A little zest of lemon.
Zest a lemon over it. And then we're gonna take that same lemon, and we're gonna make nice, pretty little thin slices.
That is a serious knife, I gotta tell you. Look at that.
So this is my favorite knife. And then I just pick out any of the seeds. And then all I'm gonna do is kind of just tuck these around.
Mm.
And in and around the...
Make it look really pretty, yeah.
Exactly. All
So
right.
that goes in the oven for how long and at what temperature?
About 12 to 15 minutes at 400 degrees.
400 degrees, okay.
So I think our shrimp should be ready by now.
Certainly smells that way.
Oh, goodness.
Fabulous.
That looks, it
Thank
smells
you.
amazing.
All right, so of course each some wine.
The best part, right?
There
Cannot
we
wait.
go.
Nope, no waiting.
So let's have a little toast to this amazing first dish,
Absolutely.
if you will.
All right.
You.
Oh,
Cheers.
toast, yeah, absolutely.
Or in French, à votre santé.
Oh, she
Oh, say that
really
again.
is learning.
Yeah.
À votre santé.
Which means?
To your health.
Ah,
So, or they shorten it sometimes to just santé.
Mm. Oh, this is delightful. It's exactly what
That
you're
is
talking about.
delicious.
Fresh. Mm.
crisp.
Wonderful, yeah.
Yummy.
Great. Well, I want to try some of this, Gabby.
I know, you've been
All right.
staring at that for
I
a while.
can't wait any longer. I cannot
No
wait any
waiting.
longer.
Here we go.
Wow.
Grab your weapon
Yeah,
of choice
grab your weapon.
here.
There
Exactly.
you go. Thank you.
Sure.
So now we've tasted the wine on its own. And we'll try it with the shrimp.
Yeah. Definitely.
No dripping.
Napkins.
The
Oh my,
lemon.
oh my goodness. Sandy. Amazing. Let's toast
No,
again
I
to that.
meant
That's just
mine.
amazing.
Oh.
Incredible. Well, we'll be back, folks, because we're going to be with Sandy and we're going to get into a second dish that's coming up, right? And I can't wait for it. So if it's as good as this one, yeah, I just can't imagine it. So we'll be right back.
Moran Edwards Asset Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors has 25 professionals dedicated to attentive, personalized service. Our team's credentials cover a wide range of advisory disciplines, and we've been helping families and institutions invest to achieve their financial goals for over 30 years. Call 239-254-2200 or visit moranedwards.com for a complimentary consultation. Moran Edwards, passionate, personable, performance-driven.
I'm here in the famous Kitchen by Ambiance showroom in Bonita Springs, Florida, and I want you to meet my friend. This is Jim Gerard, who's the owner of this amazing, amazing design center. I got to tell you something, it's incredible.
Good to see you, Rob. Thanks very much for stopping in.
It's always good to be here, my friend. You know, it always amazes me. Every time I come in here, it's always packed with people who are so anxious to see the latest in kitchen cabinetry design work.
We've been busy, and they've come to the right place. We've got a lot to show them. We've got 6 full-size kitchen displays here to show them. We've got price ranges from beginning level all the way up to full custom cabinetry. A lot of different options.
So folks, if you want to have the kitchen of your dreams, and I mean a kitchen of your dreams, I want you to see my friend Jim Gerard. He's the proud owner of this amazing Kitchen by Ambiance Design Center. And I got to tell you something, you can't go wrong.
Thanks again, Rob.
You're welcome. Anytime. At the Roma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant, they do things differently. They do it the authentic way. For example, why is their incredible bread and pastries the best you've ever tasted? Well, it's because they're made artfully and lovingly every day, using only the freshest ingredients possible. The same care and thoughtfulness goes into their freshly brewed, custom blended coffee. The Roma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant at the Promenade in Bonita Springs is the closest place to Little Italy in Southwest Florida. On September 10, 2017, Hurricane Irma unleashed her fury and powerful winds on Southwest Florida, leaving many homeowners in a state of dismay. I was one of them. Days turned into weeks, and that turned into months. Among the maze of promising roof contractors and so-called experts, one company stood out, ACC Mastercraft. And I want you to do me a favor. Folks, contact them. They're on Trade Center Way. They are unbelievable. They do two things that I was blown away by. One, they believe in service, and two, they believe in helping you. Can you imagine that? It's true. Contact them. It's the best thing you can possibly do for yourself. And when you do, I want you to call me and let me know how you make out, because they're unbelievable. Seriously.
All right, so here I'm slicing the onions and the other vegetables for our tian.
And one of your friends grows these tomatoes for you?
Yes, a friend of mine has an amazing garden and grows all different kinds of fruits and vegetables, and they were, I was overjoyed whenever they brought me a huge bag
These
full.
are beautiful.
They look like heirloom. Are they heirloom
Smell
tomatoes?
that. That smells like a real tomato.
It does.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
So a tian is always vegetables, and they're almost always cooked in their own juices, so you wouldn't add other sauces or water or anything. And but you can. They're often cooked with cheese, and goat cheese is a favorite.
Ooh, love goat cheese.
And then you can add proteins, whether it's going to be sausage or chicken or lamb or anything like that. Today I will be adding a chorizo, but not a spicy chorizo. It's kind of a mild, smoky chorizo.
Okay, so we're going to do the base of the tian, which is rice.
Correct.
So it looks like our rice is ready.
Yes, so we're going to drain it.
And this is our tian.
Yes,
Am I saying it right?
tian,
Tian.
I guess, or
Tian.
tian. So we drain the rice. And we're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped basil.
Oh, you can smell that already. The minute it hits the hot rice, it just releases its flavor.
The Provençal people really like their herbs, and when I came back from Provence, I brought some amazing freshly dried herbs. All right, so now we're going to just put this in the bottom.
Uh-huh.
And there we go. So we've put the rice in the bottom of the dish, the tian, and we're going to layer the vegetables. So you want to start with, and I usually will start and put and I'll do 2
Onions.
rows that start with one vegetable, and then I'll start with another one, because you want it to be pretty and kind of offset.
Yeah.
So I always do the tomatoes so they're offset, because that's kind of what pops the most.
Yep.
And then you can do this, and we'll put the
Piece
cheese.
of cheese in
So you just
there.
kind of want to
Yep.
mix it up, and
So you do a
yes, so
tomato
you can put a
mix to
tomato
that.
there, and
And maybe another onion.
yes, you can put an onion there,
Okay.
and we'll put some cheese.
Oh, it looks so good.
I'll go in and start tucking in some sausage, the chorizo.
Yeah. They do about every other one, huh?
Yeah, about every 2 I put some sausage in there. But you know, it can be whatever
whatever you want, right?
whatever you want. It's
There
up
are
to.
no rules, right? You can.
There are really no rules other
Yeah.
than a tian is definitely vegetables. They're layered.
Whatever's in season, right?
Whatever's in season, and most of the time they're cooked in their own juices, so it's not something that, oops,
I love this because you can add your own little flair to it.
you
I know,
can.
you can.
And you can mix it up so it never gets boring.
Yeah.
I just want to eat this.
I know. I can't wait to dive into this.
And the goat cheese, if you'll notice, I've left the rind on.
Yeah.
And the rind is edible. It has incredible flavor. And one time when I was in France and visiting a goat cheese maker, he spoke no English, so my daughter was translating, and
Really?
but we tried the 10-day-old goat cheese, and then the 1 month, the 2 month, and the 3 month, and each time, you know, he was like, you have to eat the rind. You can't, you know, you can't pick it
really?
off.
So-
Yes, so.
This looks absolutely fantastic. And now we're going to put the finishing touches on this.
We are, so I just sprinkle a little bit of salt on top,
And some pepper.
some pepper.
You really don't put a lot of salt in. I mean, it's
Oh.
very like that.
That's probably good. All right, and then I just take some thyme and put over the top, which kind of gives it that nice perfume in the oven. And then I just pour olive oil over it. I mean, if you want a measurement, I would probably say maybe 4 tablespoonfuls.
A liberal amount, right?
Yeah, a liberal
About a
amount
quarter
of,
a cup.
yeah.
Wow.
Looking oven ready.
It is oven ready. So you,
Okay.
all right, so we're gonna put this in the oven, uncovered, at 325 for about an hour. And there we go.
Where can you explore the ice of the Arctic, become an engineer and test your designs, or create a masterpiece from your imagination? The Children's Museum of Naples, that's where. Come On is a brain-building powerhouse fueled by STEAM-based activities and experiences for children of all ages. Join us today as you play, learn, and dream together with your family. The Children's Museum on Livingston Road in Naples.
I'm here with Francis J. Cuomo. He's the owner of Jerome's Gourmet Market. And Francis, every time I come in here, it's just bustling with activity. I love it.
Thank God. That's why we're here. We're here to feed people.
How many people do you get on a daily basis?
Well, it depends. You know, certain times of the year, like now, we average around 3,000 people a day on a Saturday and a Friday. Sundays we close a little early at 6, and we average around 1,500 to 1,800 people a day on a Saturday. So it's it just keeps growing.
And people
the
love-
restaurant yesterday, about 1,100 people.
Really?
In the restaurant
Wonderful,
alone. That's
wonderful.
not including that.
Well, you
So
know,
we're
you,
very
you've got
blessed.
that magic going for here.
Yeah.
You know, you really do. It's the sight, the sound, the aroma, everything that
Yes.
you're so well known for.
I give God the credit. He gave me the energy and the foresight.
So, folks, if you really want to have a gourmet experience, you want to come to DeRoma's Gourmet Market in Bonita Springs and it's Little Italy right here in
Southwest Florida,
Southwest Florida.
our own creation.
I've been suffering from hearing loss as long as I can remember. It used to be I couldn't hear people in crowded rooms. Now I can't hear people in any situation anywhere. That's severe. Finally, I decided to do something about it, and I went to Beltone 5-Star Hearing.
I've been in this industry since 1972, and helping Rob was a wonderful thing. I wear the same hearing aids, and I'm excited about how much they help me. You get service, and there's 1,600 facilities in the country, and there's a Beltone nearest you. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call your local Beltone dealer for service. And that's what hearing aids are all about. They need service after you purchase them.
Just come see us. It's free just to have an evaluation.
These hearing aids that I just love them. I absolutely love them. At DeRoma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant, they do things differently. They do it the authentic way. For example, why is their fresh homemade mozzarella the best you've ever tasted? Well, take a look at this. Well, it's because it's made slowly and lovingly, the way it's been produced for generations. It's the same with their incredible custom blended DeRoma wines. They go hand in hand. The art is in the pairing, like everything else thoughtfully prepared at DeRoma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant. It's Little Italy at the Promenade in Bonita Springs.
All right, our tian is ready, and it comes out of the oven, and it's so beautiful. It makes a beautiful presentation.
Oh, wow. Sandy, this is unbelievable.
It's a
Okay.
favorite of my family.
It is.
So I'm going to ask the same question again. What wine would you pair with this?
Well, it's a Provençal dish. What is the most famous wine from Provence?
Rosé.
Rosé, exactly.
Okay.
So I have two rosés from Provence. I have a Whispering Angel and my favorite, Miraval.
That's my favorite as
So-
well.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Gorgeous.
There you go.
Another toast.
I think you did the color coordination with your outfits. So everything seems to work here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
No, cheers. Wonderful.
Yes. So this is a very light
wow.
colored rosé,
Yeah.
which is typical of the south of France,
So once again, you had this in the oven for how long, Sandy?
for an hour.
For an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Wow,
welcome.
look at that. Usually that-
Well, here, I can give you a little more too.
Oh,
Here.
it's the rice. I'm going to try that. Wonderful. Thank
Yes.
you. I'm a
There
guy.
you go.
So guys, you know, we
Guys,
like-
yeah. We'll see you're a guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely a guy. Okay, you ready?
Okay,
On
we're
three.
ready.
Ready?
One,
One, two, three. Wow.
Wonderful.
Definitely the smoky flavor.
I know, from the chorizo.
Absolutely.
I love the way the rice did actually absorb all of that
Wow, that was
wonderful
just-
flavor.
Incredible.
It even took on a little pink tinge from the tomatoes.
And I got to tell you, it's extraordinary. So folks, to learn more about Sandy and to get the recipes for these amazing dishes, go to our website, which is www.greatneighborhoodcooks.com, and you're going to learn about Sandy and, of course, my co-host, Ruth. And we'll have behind-the-scenes photographs, and also I'd like you to like us on our website, so you can go to Facebook and to Instagram, and you can like us there. So thanks again. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.